Today's nail day. The best fucking day ever. I'm so excited. I was supposed to have my appointment next week, but this coronavirus shit is getting out of hand. My nail lady so generously, because she's fucking amazing, offered to do my nails this week because she's not taking any clients anymore because safety. She moved my appointment to today. I'm on my way to my nail lady right now. Shout out Lily Nails on Instagram for always keeping my shit poppin'. And I actually drive all the way to LA to get my nails done. And a lot of people are always like, yo, you're wild for doing that. But let me tell you why I do it. So when I first moved to Santa Barbara, I remember this day vividly. It was time for a fill. And I was like, cool, I'm gonna look up these places online and see what I can do. I pop up into Ocean Nails. Ocean Nails across the street from Trader Joe's. Some of y'all probably go there. I think it's gonna be a quick little fill, normal. This is when matte was a really big thing. Matte was like a huge thing a few years ago. I don't know if you remember that. It kind of peaks back here and there, but a few years ago, everybody was getting matte nails. My ass was calling a bunch of places like, yo, you got matte? Ocean Nails like, yeah, we got matte. So I go into Ocean Nails thinking it's gonna be quick, it's gonna be nice, it's gonna be cute. The woman who did my nails, first of all, was not a fan of long nails. So she was kind of trying to convince me not to get long nails, as a lot of Vietnamese nail techs will do to women of color and black women. They are notorious for doing that, at least in the Central Valley, and I've heard stories about the Bay Area. I don't know about LA, but it's very common for Vietnamese women to do that. I'm like, no, I want them long. Thank you though, I want them long. I'm in there getting my nails done, and first of all, this bitch is taking a really long time. I don't know how to do nails. I'm never gonna say that I know how to do nails, but I know what the process looks like. After 7 years of getting acrylics, I know what the fuck the process looks like, the way I know it's supposed to go. Why does it look like that? The powder, the acrylic powder, it's stacked on hella thick. It looks ugly. And I'm just where the fuck am I? And I'm a really nice person, especially when I'm getting a service done. I tip really well. Even if I don't love it, I still tip okay. At the end of these nails, I wish I had a picture of what these look like. They looked so bad that I went home and I cried. I'm not exaggerating. I went home and I cried because I thought, wow, I have never in my life been to a salon that did not cater to very basic needs. I wasn't getting anything crazy like this. Literally, it was just a gel polish coat with a matte over it. The shape was trash. The polish was trash. The matte was trash. Charged me $60. And I went home and I cried. And the reason why was because I had just moved to Santa Barbara. I was paying a lot of money in rent. I was being paid very little. And I went from paying significantly less in Monterey, not only for my nails, but for rent. And I was also making more because I was working jobs that actually respected me and paid me a living wage. I cried because I was I guess I'm not going to be able to get my nails done anymore. And that was painful for me because my nails are they mean a lot to me. From an embodied perspective, they say a lot about my class background. They say a lot about where I grew up and who I grew up around. And they say a lot about specific working class excessive femininity aesthetic that I have a very endearing relationship to. For me, not being able to get my nails done, I legit cried. So then people started saying oh, you should try these other places. I'm gonna keep trying, because just keep in mind, I had committed to a PhD. So then I went to Star Nails. It's by Kmart, where Target is now. Yo, this fucking car in front of me is driving really fucking slow, and it's getting on my nerves. Bitch, you're in LA. Learn how to fucking drive. So I go to Star Nails. The man who owns Star Nails did my nails, right? Wasn't the best, but he didn't make me cry. Got my nails done there for a bit, and I used to switch between Star Nails and what the about this the other place. There's another place in Goleta that's like by Trader Joe's. I think it's actually Star Nails, and I think the other place by Kmart, I don't know what that place is called. I used to switch back and forth between those two. And the price was just a lot. I once got charged for a full set $80 for basic shit. Like no stones, nothing. It was just a gel coat, $80. And again, no, I can't do that. Then I started driving to my hometown to get my nails done. I found homie. I loved this man. He was from Vietnam, moved to Texas, and that's where he learned how to do nails. I ended up driving to see him every few weeks. I mean, I would visit my family and shit too, but mostly I would like go get my nails done. He used to make me feel like I was about to come while he was doing my nails. Self-fashioning practices for women of color are forms of resistance. If my nails look fucking good and ready to go, bitch, I'm ready to take down the fucking system. I'm ready to fucking knock shit out. My nails are very important to me. When I found somebody that knew how to do them the way that I wanted them done, I was happy. This fairy tale didn't last very long. One day, I went back to the salon and I was like, I'm here for Tommy. They're like, oh, he doesn't work here anymore. And I was like, what do you mean he doesn't work here anymore? And they wouldn't tell me where he went. Salons do that shady ass shit. If someone leaves, they won't tell you where they went, which is fucking rude. I guess that's the game, but it shouldn't be the game. That's fucked up. And I started looking again. I decided to give Ocean Nails another try, and I found Kathy at Ocean Nails. Oh, if you can't drive to LA, then I do recommend Kathy. She's pretty high up there in Santa Barbara. And I was like, you know, maybe I could find something else. So then I started looking in Oxnard. I found a salon called Lizo Nails. Oh, but before Lizo Nails, it's in Pico Rivera, and actually Maggie, an undergraduate at the time, she's now graduated and in the real world. She got her nails done at Topline in Pico Rivera. So I looked up Topline, and Topline is like famous now. Like Topline is like, you know, it's an Instagram phenomenon. I got my nails done at Topline and I fucking loved them. Like the shape was dope. They did all a pixie. You see this pixie nail? All of them were pixie nail. They were perfect. Like I went with Lynn. They were good. So I went there once and it was great. Couldn't afford it though. They charged name brand prices for their nails. So I ended up going to Oxnard. I actually just found them online. Like I didn't know that they were like a shop that was known. I found Lizo Nails. I don't remember his name and that's really fucked up, but the owner did my nails. They were fucking nice. So I started going with him for a bit. I didn't last very long with him. And the reason why I didn't last very long with him is because then I found my current nail lady. It must have been April of last year. It was like a fairy tale finding her. I ended up finding her because I was taking a feminist studies graduate course at the time, and one of my classmates, Kim, shout out Kim, had her nails done. I was like, where the fuck did she get her nails done? And Kim ended up sending me her Instagram page. So then I show up to her house on Saturday and I'm just like super excited, not really knowing what to expect. And she changed my fucking life. So that was April of 2019 and we are currently in March of 2020. The feelings that I get when I get my nails done by Lily, I am that bitch. She just understands aesthetics and exactly what I want in ways that I didn't even know that I wanted them. So that's why I drive to LA to get my nails done with her. I don't fuck with my aesthetic, I really don't. So I'm really happy that I found somebody that makes me happy. I get a feeling of like wanting to come when she does my nails, which is like probably wildly inappropriate to say. Self-fashioning from a theoretical perspective has always been a political tool that women of color use specifically. When people are like, wow, you drive all the way over there for some nails, like it's not just nails. The material looks like this, but the significance of these nails are so much deeper. Women of color, whether it be the way that they dress, the jewelry that they wear, the nails that they have, the hair that they use, that is significant for women of color. And we see now how non-black women and white women co-opt these aesthetics, sort of make them valuable in a very different way. For women of color and black women, these aesthetics have always had a significance. That's not just this hypersexual aesthetic, although that is a part of it. It's also very much a playful response to oppressive gender relations. It's a very playful response to the dehumanization of non-white femininity. I drive to LA because this bitch makes me feel like that bitch. And I love her for it. Process. Science. Buffet. A buffet of bad bitch. This is what the fuck I was talking about. Like that feeling when they're so nice and you just feel like you want to come because they're just so fucking pretty. This is why I drive all the way here. That's really all the proof I need, truly.